Good morning students, this is Bhavani working as a contract lecturer computer science engineering. So today's topic we will be discuss the second unit introduction to data structures. The topic is data structures and classification them. So last section we discussed about the what is an data, what is an data structures, what is information and why we are using the data structures, what is an algorithm and what are the properties, and classification also we studied. Okay, what is then data structures? Data structure is nothing but it is used to store the data in organized and efficient manner. Okay, it is a logical and mathematical presentation or organizing of data in different methods, that is called the data structures. Classification of data structures are classified into two types: linear, primitive and non-primitive data structures. So primitive data structures is nothing but it will be allow the operation directly on machine level instructions. Non-primitive data structures is nothing but it does not allow directly operations on machine level instructions. And next, linear data structures is nothing but arranging the elements in sequential or linear fashion, and each element will have the one precedence and one successor, and which are arranged in continuous manner is called the linear data structures. The linear data structures example: arrays, stacks, queues, linked list, etc. These are the linear data structures. And non-linear data structures, the elements are not arranged in linear or the sequential fashion, and which have each element will have more than one precedence and one more than one successors, which are not arranged in continuous memory locations. Examples: trees, graphics, graphs, tables, etc. And it is based on location also, memory allocation. Based on the allocation of memory, the data structures again it is divided into two types, that is in static and dynamic. In static, the memory allocation of memory to the data structures before compiling only it will be allocate memory, that example arrays. Dynamic memory allocation, that is in dynamic data structures, allocation of memory to the data structures at runtime. At runtime we will be allocated the memory, that is a linked list. This is an example, you can be using the pointers. So based on collection of type of data structures are classified into again two types: homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Homogeneous is nothing but data structures which contain the single type. It contain only the one type of data, that is an arrays example. Non-homogeneous is nothing but the data structures which contain multiple data types of data is called non-homogeneous data structures. Example structures. And what are the operations can be performed on primitive data structures? Means you can be perform the operations like you can be select, updating, you can be delete, selecting. These are all operations can be done in the primitive data structures. While coming to the non-primitive data structures, what are the operations we can be perform? We can be perform the operation insertion, deletion, searching, sorting, transversing, merging, displaying. These are the operations can be done on the non-primitive. And what are the examples of the primitive? Means float, int, char, string, pointers are the examples of the primitive. Non-primitive examples, that is an arrays, list, files. Again the list is divided into the two parts, linear and the non-linear. In the linear again we have the two examples, that is in stacks and the queues. Coming to the non-linear data structures, again it is divided two types, trees and the graphics, which are not arranged in the sequential manner, that is a non-linear. Which are arranged in sequential, that is a linked list, and the stacks, queues are arranged in the sequential manner. So these are the examples can be given. So this is the last class we discussed. Coming to So today's topic, what are the main objective, means what is the difference between primitive data structures and non-primitive data structures, classification of data structures, difference between linear data structures and non-linear data structures. So today's we will be discuss these topics. What are the primitive and non-primitive? We know that primitive data structures are which are directly operated on the machine level instructions. In non-primitive, which are not directly operated on machine level instructions. So these are the difference between primitive and non-primitive. Let me see. A primitive data structure is generally basic data structure that is usually built into the language, like integer, float. These are the examples. Non-primitive data structures. The non-primitive data structures is built out of primitive data structures, linked list together. It is meaningful way. So example, linked list, binary search, AVL tree, graph tree. These are the examples can be given to the non-primitive, which are not built. Primitives are the built-in instructions. Non-primitive is an which are not built out. Classification of data structures, we know that homogeneous and non-homogeneous, already we discussed. In homogeneous data structures, all the elements are the same type. Homogeneous are the same type. You can be give the example array. Same type or the single type of data is called the homogeneous. Non-homogeneous data structures, in non-homogeneous data structures all the elements or may not be built at the same type. So the data structures which contain multiple types of data is called non-homogeneous. Example, structures or records. So classification is based on two types, again homogeneous and the non-homogeneous. Homogeneous is nothing but all the elements. The data structure will be contain only single type of data is called homogeneous. Example, arrays. Non-homogeneous data structures, the data structure which contain multiple types of data. We can have the different types of data types will be there in the structure. So that's why it is called the non-homogeneous. Non-homogeneous is also called the heterogeneous data structures. Coming to the static data structures. The static data structures is nothing but allocation. It will be based on the allocation of memory. The allocation of memory to the data structures before compiling only. The compiler will be set the memory, the sufficient memory will be allocated to compile the programs. So that is called the array. Example, arrays. The static structures are ones whose size and the structures associated memory allocations are the fixed at a compile time. Is an static. Static is an fixed, we cannot be changes. Dynamic. Dynamic is nothing but the data structures are the ones whose expand or shrink as required during the program execution and their associated memory changes. In dynamic data structures, allocation of memory to the data structures at runtime. We will be allocate the memory at the runtime. That is the dynamic memory allocation. Homogeneous, non-homogeneous, static and dynamic. Coming to the simple data structures, we know that what is a simple data structure? Simple data structure is nothing but organizing the data in different manner. The data structure is a way of organizing. It is a way of collecting and organizing data in such a way that we can perform operation on this data in an efficient way. Data structure is a way of collecting and organizing data in such a way that we can perform operation on this data in an efficient way. Data structure is about rendering data elements in terms of some relationship for better organization and the storage. Example, if we have some data which has a player's name Virat and age is 26. Virat is a string data type. The name it will be the string, and 26 is an integer. Integer is nothing but the int. The number is then the data type we will be take as an integer. We can organize this data as a record like a player's record. We will have both player's name and age in it. Now we can collect and store player's record in a file or database as a data structures. Virat is a one name. If you want to add more names like Dhoni 30 age, Sehwag and 33 age, you can be add the name as well as the age. The name will be considered as an data string data type, and the age will be considered as an int. The age will be considered as an int. We will be use of both. So like that, it will be stores the data structure. It will be collect the data and it will be organizing, yeah, in the efficient way. So this is an example you can be take it. Simple data structure. The simple data structure can be constructed with the help of primitive data structures. So what are the primitive data structures? We know that is an int, char, floor, double string and pointer. These are all the primitive data structures. So that's why I take the example that is an player's name and the age. Player's name is an player Virat Dhoni is a name, and age I am taking, that is a string I am taking as well as the integer. Primitive data structures used to represent the standard data types of any type of computer language: integer, character, float, etc. Compound data structures. Compound data structure is nothing but the compound data structures can be constructed with the help of any one of the primitive data structures, and it is having a specific functioning. It can be designed by user. So it can be classified as a linear and the non-linear data structures. So compound data structures are designed by the users, you can be created, whereas the simple data structures we will be use the primitive data structures. Here we will be use the non-primitive, any one of the primitive and having the specific function should be there. So types of compound data structures, it is two types. Data structure is divided into two types, that is a linear and the non-linear. Linear data structure is nothing but a linear data structure transfers is nothing but at least once you have to receive all the elements in the given list, data elements, especially sequentially, in which only one data element can directly be reached. Linear data structures transfers the data elements sequentially, in which only one data element can directly be reached. In linear data structure, the data elements are arranged in linear sequentially. Example: arrays, linked list, stacks. These are all will become under the linear data structures. We will be arranged the elements, all the elements will be arranged in a linear sequential. Non-linear data structures, we know that the data elements are not arranged in sequentially, but we can be attached to several other data items. Each data item is attached to the several other data items in a way that is specific for reflecting relationship. Example: trees and the graphics. And what are the operations can be performed on linear and the non-linear? Means you can be add an element, you can be delete an element, you can be transfers or display, sort the list of elements, or search for data element. These are the operations can be add. You can be add, insert, you can be insert any, if you want to add any new element in the list, in the given list, you can be add it. Delete, in the given list, if you want to delete, if you want to remove, you can be remove with the help of the delete element. Transfers, transfers is nothing but at least once you have to visit exactly what type of given the list. Display is nothing but the printing. Sort is nothing but arranging the elements, whether the ascending or descending the given list, you can be arranged. Searching, we have to search for the element. Search the element in the list. What is difference between linear and non-linear data structures? The main difference between linear and non-linear data structures in the way they organize data elements. In linear data structures, the data elements are organized sequentially and therefore they are easy to implement in the computer's memory, because the continuous memory location only the data will be storing, so that's why it is an easy to store. In non-linear data structures, data elements can be attached to several other data elements to represent specific relationship that exist among them. Due to this non-linear structure, they might be difficult to implement in computers' linear memory compared to implementing linear data structures. So, in the linear, in non-linear, the data elements are attached to several data elements to represent the specific relation. Yeah, like a hierarchical or the parent-child relationship you can be link. So the relationship you can be specify. So like that it will be link. So due to these non-linear structures, it is difficult to implement in computers linear, because it is not continuously storing. So where the data is there, where is the parent, where is the child, where is the relationship, how the relationship is there. So to identify that, it is very difficult, the non-linear. Whereas the linear, it is an very easy to implement in the computers. Selecting one data structures. Selecting one data structure type over the other should be done carefully by considering the relationship among the other elements that need to be stored. Because for selecting, so which is the parent and which is the child, for identifying it is very difficult. So for storing, it is carefully we have to store, and if you want to retrieve the data also, it is very carefully by considering the relationship among the data elements that to be stored. So that is, for selecting data structure is very difficult in non-linear data structures. While coming to the linear, because the continuous it will be storing, it is easy to access as well as to store the data also. And in non-linear it is very difficult, because it one data element has to be connected to several other data elements. So while connecting only, it is very difficult to store, it is very difficult. So that is the difference between linear and the non-linear. So once again we will be see the what is the main difference between linear and the non-linear data structures, the way they organize data elements. In linear data structures, data elements are organized sequentially and therefore they are easy to implement in the computers. Yes, because the data are arranged in the sequentially in the linear manner, so it is easy to implement in the computer's memory. This is the first point. Whereas coming to the non-linear data structures, it is very difficult, because the data elements are attached to several other data elements. So how we will be arranging means arranging the elements like hierarchical relationship or parent-child relationship. So it is very difficult. attach it to several other data elements to represent the specific relation. You have to specify which is the folder and which is the file and which is the subfolder and which is the subfiles, and subfiles we have to identify and we have to make the relationship with them so that exist among them. So due to this non-linear data structures, they might be difficult to implement in computers linear memory comparing to implementing linear data structures. So it is for not only to creating the data structures is also very difficult, and to implement the data elements to be attached also it is very difficult in the non-linear data structures, because to implement in the computers we have to implement in the computers. So where is the data is there, where we have to implement, where we have to attach the relationship, it is very difficult. While comparing to the linear, it is very difficult only. So due to this non-linear structure, they might be difficult to implement in computers linear memory compared to implementing linear data structures. Selecting the data, selecting one data structure type over the other should be done carefully by considering the relationship among the data elements that needs to be stored. Selecting data structures type over the other should be done carefully by considering the relationship among the data elements that needs to be stored. So that is the example we can be give trees, graphics, tables, all the examples in the non-linear, linear arrays, stacks, queues, linked list. These are the examples in the linear data structures. So what is the difference between primitive and non-primitive classification of data structures, and difference between linear and the non-linear data structures? So primitive is nothing but a primitive data structures is built primitive data structures is generally a basic data structure that is built into the language. This is a primitive. Example, integer and the float. Non-primitive, it is built out of the primitive data structures linked together. Yes, example, linked list, binary, search, graphs. These are all the non-primitive. Classification of data structures: homogeneous and non-homogeneous. In homogeneous data structures, all the elements of the single the data structures will have the single type. All the elements are the same type. That is, you can be take example arrays. All the elements are the different. It may be same or maybe the different data types we will be used. That is a non-homogeneous data structures. Static data structures. Static data structures is nothing but the size, the memory allocation you have to before compiling the program, before executing the program, the size you have to mention. That is an fixed, we cannot be changed. So that is an static data structures. In dynamic, at the runtime you can be give the memory. That is an dynamic data structures. Static data structures are the ones whose size and the structures associated memory allocations are fixed at compile time. Dynamic data structures. Dynamic data structures are ones whose expands or the strings as required during the program execution and their associated memory allocation changes. Memory location changes. Simple data structure. Simple data structures is nothing but the simple data structures can be constructed with the help of the primitive data structures. Primitive data structures is used to represent the standard data types of any one of the computer languages. That is an int, any data type can be used like int, char, float, double, any data type. That are the simple data structures. Compound data structures are constructed with any one of the primitive data structures and have the specific functionality. So these functionalities are designed by the users. Compound data structures are designed by the users. So example, it is again classified. Compound is divided into two types, linear and the non-linear. So compound data structures are classified into two types, linear and the non-linear. So in linear, the elements, the data items has to be arranged in the sequential, and that has directly reached one data element can be directly reached in the sequential. So that is in linear data structures. Example, arrays, single linked list, stacks, queues. Non-linear data structures, every data items is attached to several other data items in a way. This is specific for reflecting the relationship. So the data elements are not arranged in sequential structures. Example, trees and graphics. Tables also you can be take the example. What are the operations on both linear and non-linear? 5 operations we can be perform: add an element, delete an element, transfer an element, sort the list of elements, search for data element. Insertion, adding a new element to the existing list of elements. Deletion, removing an element from the existing list of element. Display, printing the existing list of element. Sorting, arranging the given list of elements in an order. It may be ascending or descending order. Search, identifying an element whether it is present in the given list or not. So these are the 5 operations can be done on linear and the non-linear data structures. And what are the difference between linear and the non-linear data structures? The main differences between linear and non-linear means it is in the way they organize data elements, how we have to arrange the data elements in memory. Yes, in linear data structures, the data elements are organized sequentially. They are easy to implement in memory, computer's memory. In non-linear, because the data elements are attached to several other elements, so to represent specific relation should be there that exist among them. So it is very difficult. Due to these non-linear data structures, they might be difficult to implement in computers' linear memory compared to implementing non-linear data structures. So how we will be arranging the data in the computer? So directly we can be organizing the data. So to organize the data, we have to use the data types only. Based on the data types, we have to store the data. Names and the values should be stored. So we can be organize this data as a record, like a record, player's record, which will have the both player names and the age will be present. So now we can be collect and store player's record. If you have the file name, we have the player record. That will be stored in the file or the database, so that you can be removed. You can be access with the help of the player's record. We can be access the particular file name where it is storing and what is the data. So what we needed, you can be access. So with the help of that, you can be access. So in this way, the data structures will be classifying the data structures and what is the data structures and how it will be classifying. So both. So data structures is nothing but we are collecting and organizing the data in such a way that we can perform operation on this data in an efficient way. This is the definition we are following. We are collecting. So all the names, like a name and the ages, we are collecting and that all the names will be arranged, it will be organized the data in such a way that, so if you want to perform any operations, if you need only the names, you can be accessed. If only the ages of the particular, so which are the players are there, you can be select, perform operations on these data in efficient way. So data structures data elements in terms of some relationship. So here the relationship is a name and the age is a relationship for the better organizing and organization and the storage. So this is an example. I am taking the player's name. The name will be considered as a string and the age will be considered as an integer. Both can be stored in the data structures. Okay, in this way we will be stored. So tomorrow class again we will be discuss about the linear data structures. Tomorrow's topic, abstracted data type and the data type and the time complexities. Tomorrow we will be discuss. Okay, thank you.